Hello and welcome to my prayer room. This is where I pray on a regular basis, and I'm also very fortunate in having a prayer garden, which we're just about to go into. So this is my prayer garden where I often come to, sometimes walk up and down and pray through things which I'm very pleased about, things I'm struggling with, and things that I just persistently want to bring to God as a matter of concern or thanks or repetition sometimes. Jesus often went to one particular prayer garden. We call it Gethsemane. But we know from putting together the evidence from the Gospels that it was his custom to go to this place. So it was a place where he went in order to retreat and to pray by himself, and sometimes he obviously took others. And Gethsemane is actually an interesting word for us to reflect on, because it means oil press. And of course, at this time of year, we would normally be having the blessing of oils and our rededication service, our commitment to our vows and our promises and our commitments as Christians. So I thought that I would offer you a reflection in a garden, in a place that you might like to think is similar to Jesus' Gethsemane. Of course, the place of Gethsemane was also the place where Jesus went for that final great struggle in prayer that he had before his great passion began. It was a place where he took the disciples after the institution of the Lord's Supper, where he asked some of his closest disciples to watch and pray with him. And he talks about that in 3 words. He talks about it in terms of praying through the trial that he was about to experience, asking his Father to remove the cup from him, to take away this hour, and yet having recognized all that, to say, "Not my will, Lord, not my will, Father, but yours. I want to do what you want me to do." It's a place of prayer, Gethsemane. It's a place of rededication. It's a place where we say, "Not my will, Lord, but yours." It's a place where we say, "Father, I am what you want me to be for the sake of others." When we renew our promises, our vows and our commitments, we do so first of all as disciples. We are all called. We're all called to follow Jesus as his disciples. And for most of us, that means serving others in the world so that they can also fulfill the calling that we all have, and that is to witness to God in our daily lives. We all have that mandate from God to make the most of the life that he's shared with us, that our culture might reflect his glory and that our service of others might reflect his love for us. Some of us are also called to serve those who serve others, those of us who have a vocation to the ordained ministry, those who have a vocation to the licensed ministry, and those who've been authorized. And it's an opportunity in the service that we will be having together to also rededicate ourselves, to remember what it means to say yes to God in that particular way, so that we serve those who serve others. A recent publication by the Church of England is a wonderful focus for the general calling that we all have. And I would like to recommend this to you for your reading over the Easter period. It's called "Calling All God's People," and it reminds us that we're all called to serve in the mission of God throughout the world. And it was that very mission that Jesus gave himself to. And it was in the Garden of Gethsemane where, because he said yes to the Father, we were able to receive new life in him. And we were also then called into the mission of Jesus, to live his mission faithfully, fulfilling our promises and our commitments as his disciples and as his ministers. May the Lord meet you, and may you know your place, your Gethsemane place of prayer and your rededication to him. Thank you.